Alrighty folks, it is Drew with FastLane Emergency Vehicles, and I have a good one. So what we have here is one of two twins. These are two Ford F-350 Power Strokes for Montgomery County ESD1 down Texas. These things are badass, very feature laden, and they look a little goofy right now, but I'll explain that in a second. All right, tip to butt, you know the deal. So what we have here is obviously this thing's kind of all wrapped and condomed up, and you're probably thinking, what the hell? So obviously, we're based out of Northern Virginia, but we have customers all over the country. If you've been paying attention, some of these trucks go pretty far away. Not always are customers coming to us and driving these things back. We do ship a lot of vehicles, so this truck is actually getting ready to be picked up tomorrow morning, be on a hot shot truck on the way to them down in Texas. So like I said, there's two of these trucks, Battalion 91 and Battalion 92. So this is kind of how we do it. So you wrap the whole front of the truck, you wrap the light bar, you wrap the mirrors, anything that can kind of get some bug or rock damage or anything like that. We clean it up, wrap it real good, put it on a truck, and slap it on the ass. So what we have here in the grill, it's time to actually talk about features, is you have two 4-inch impowers in the grill here facing forward, red, blue, white, flashing the headlights because this is a non-STX truck, so it has halogen headlights and no halos. 4-inch impower front intersection lighting, obviously graphics package. These wrapped mirrors, get these out of the way. Big door seal, I like how large it is. Obviously, it's a Power Stroke, so it is a diesel. We don't do a ton of diesels, but sound off enforced light bar. Moving back, moving back, moving back. Vertical impowers, horizontal impower, so vertical for rear intersection lamps fore and aft of the cap, and then rear intersection light here. Kuzmo Super Auto Eject. Open up the area cap. So you have a transverse compartment on passenger or driver's side. Moving to the back of this thing, two vertical 4-inch impowers on each side, 4 in total, and two horizontal ones on the back bumper. Big chevron, big door seal, big everything. House real big, car real big, the whole Meanie Fresh song. Anyway, we have two 4-inch impowers in the liftgate itself, a lot of diffused strip lighting, cabinet, get to that in a second. And again, on this side, we have ourselves another transverse compartment. So, moving to the cabinet. This is where all the fun stuff happens. So the command drawer, this command drawer is actually really cool. So obviously you have a rolling RCC, so rolling rear command center. Customer provided radio head, speaker pod for that. Controller for this large ELO screen, I'll get to that in a second. You have a USB cigarette lighter. Pop that open, maybe not, it's a little, whatever. That's an HDMI input. It's a little chilly, so I'm not going to break my fingernail on it. Then here you have a 4.3-inch FastPlus touchscreen, which controls everything in the vehicle, like you'll have in the cab. Pop up the really cool, really sweet command board. Boom, there we go. Lateral extension. So dual lateral extension, one whiteboard in the center. A big 20-inch ELO touchscreen. So normally we do the 17s and the 15s, like the smaller, either rectangular one or the square one. This is a big rectangular one. We got another ELO touchscreen on this truck, and we'll get to that in a second. And you have all this Velcro surface here. So push you back in so I can show you the rest of the cabinet. Gas strut assisted, so very fancy stuff. Variable height drawer. Ooh, very fancy. Little sundry drawer, file drawer with the hanging file organizers. A couple of pack storage options there. Analog bed slides are going to pull this bad boy out. Then on this side are just open storage for gear. You put your boots, put your jacket, put everything here. Storage cubby, 110 volt outlet back there. And then kind of mirrored on this side, a little bit smaller. So you have large vertical storage area here, and then bigger horizontal shelved storage there with more cubbies. All right, so here in the cab of the truck, as always, have an overhead console, 4.3-inch FastFlex touchscreen, same as in the back, controls everything. Singular speaker for the radio head, all the OEM controls here, and then we have something fancy, something new, something cool. This is a 10-inch ELO screen that is living here in the cab, so you can accurately, very easily run command from the cab, run command from back in the liftgate. So both are hooked to the MDT or MDC that are going to be on this Gamber Johnson pole mount here, and they're going to be hard tethered without a USB, VGA, HDMI, whatever. So these are all touch screens. These can either duplicate or extend the little device you have here. So very nifty, very fancy stuff. Here on the side of the center console, 20-position fuse block, again, like all our vehicles have. You have our 295 detachable PA mic, rotary knob siren controller. That is a staple for the builds that we do typically. And then you have a customer supplied Motorola radio head, a couple of power points, dual USB, 12-volt cigarette lighter, couple of cup holders, is the word I'm looking for. And you have a large MacBook slot here with these little scallops. Again, I always love these things because you can run wires and then close the lid. Inside we have some magnet mics. These are going to be installed by the customer when their BCs get a hold of these things. Then dangling off the back of the center console, we have ourselves a couple of Motorola Impress portable radio chargers. Now we're going to get to this really cool mid-row. So I'll rather uncomfortably lean over the seat. We're going to pop this bad boy up. So we have this really neat hybridized mid-row here. So normally with our trucks, we either have a under-seat electrical box, bed, Lexington cover, the whole 9 yards, and it runs the full width of the back seat, or we have a mid-row cabinet, which then houses all the electrical stuff. This truck is very, comms equipment heavy, so it's very laden with, a bunch of, all kinds of stuff, and we'll get to that in a second. So we're utilizing, a little bit of both. So this in the under-seat box, you have your onboard inverter, your controller for the FastFlex system, all your wiring, the breakout box for the light bar, you have the Sierra wireless mobile router, and you have the charger and all that fun stuff. So when we get to the other side of the mid-row, and I'll show you in a second, you can kind of see the heat exchanger here, so you know what's coming. All right, so then on this side, the 40% portion of the bench seat is gonzo. You have a storage cubby here with a 110-volt outlet. You have a Templocks unit here, really small little Templocks unit for climate control drug storage. You can feel it breathing some air on you right now. Close the bad boy back up. And then you have another electrical compartment. And then here you have all the radio equipment. So you have brains, repeaters, basically a lot of stuff that's kind of large dimensionally, and we kind of all managed to shove in there. All right, folks, I appreciate taking the time to check out Montgomery County ESD1 F350 Battalion Chief Unit with me. This is one of my favorite trucks that we've done, in recent times. It looks really good. I actually really do like the graphics on it. I am a sucker for that kind of 3M blue, though. But then the cabinet itself is just really cool. I love the big screen. I love the screen in the overhead. So you have a lot of technology built into it. This can obviously be used for tethering MDCs or MDTs. You can also, with the HDMI input, you can hook a FLIR into it, hook a drone into it. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this. So these are becoming very popular in the BC rigs that we're building around here. Obviously, the cabinet itself is cool. I like these lateral extensions, the whole 9 yards, plus it's diesel, which always had a little bit of cool factor to it. But as always, make sure to like, comment, subscribe for more cool FastLane content, and we'll see you folks next time.